Welcome, friends, to the land of cheese. Yes, you see before you an amazing spread of cheese. Why did I buy all this cheese? So you don't have to. I'm actually very excited to try all these different cheeses. So let's take a look at what we are going to be sampling. Oh, and for our wine pairings, I have some classic Ménage à Trois. It's a California blend. It's a little on the sweeter side. It's just a very affordable, very, what do you want to call it? Accessible. It's a very accessible wine for many folks. A Ménage à Trois. And for my white, I have a 2022 vintage Sonoma Chardonnay, also better known as the Kirkland Chardonnay. So it is a Chardonnay out of Kirkland, and we'll try different wines with the cheeses to see what we think. Without further ado, my friends, let us try some cheese. We'll start with a Saint André. Saint André. And this is a triple cream. Okay, comes like this. Triple cream. And let's see, we take off the top. So comes out like a little block. And peel it open. It has a very nice white rind. You can see there, nice, beautiful white rind. And let's give it a taste. Let's see. Cuts very nicely. And it looks like so. Come hither, darling. Trying to get a nice piece. Okay. So, the first cheese in our lineup, the Saint André. Oops, there we are. Saint André triple cream with a nice, quite the rind on it. And for crackers, let's start off with a Milton, a classic Milton cracker. And without further ado, cheers, my friends. My God, this is delicious. Holy crap. I don't know if this is a brie. It's sort of like a brie. If you ever have a chance to buy Saint André for a party, dude, this is a phenomenal triple cream cheese. It's very smooth. It's very creamy. Boy, it is just non-offensive, and I ate, including the rind, I ate the whole wedge, and that is just a phenomenal cheese. Okay, we're off to a great start. The next cheese will be a Port Salut. Focus on that. Port Salut. This is another soft, creamy cheese. This says it is pasteurized. It is a stinky cheese. Aging takes 1 month, during which time the cheese is brushed in brine, promoting the growth of a stinky bacteria that makes it achingly rich, ever so slightly pungent, with fruited notes of cream, with a bit of a bite of balance. The mellow flavor, it boasts a pale yellow interior and an edible bright orange rind from the freshest pasteurized cow's milk. Well, let's try this out. Open this up a little bit here. Okay. Oops. Open Sesame Street, darling. There we are. And there we are. This one I'll try with a wheat thin. Let's try this with a wheat thin. So, as you can see, it's a very soft, soft cheese. And start off with honestly, not too much of a smell. Oh my God. Once again, I'm batting 1,000 on these cheeses. Let me try the whole piece on a wheat thin with the rind. Okay, so this is including the rind. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a Port Salut. That is phenomenal. This cheese is $18.99 per pound. Boy, that is as the description says, it's got a wonderful aroma. It's not too stinky. It really isn't. It's very smooth. It's very soft. It's salty, bit of nut, buttery, gorgeous cheese. Absolutely would recommend. Bravo, Port Salut. Now we have a Sartori Bellavitano. How do you say that? Bellavitano. Sartori Bellavitano Garlic Herb. Firmer cheese. Okay, it's a firmer, almost like a cheddar. Consistency. I've never had this cheese either. It has olive oil, spice blend, garlic, sea salt, Aleppo chili pepper, lemon peel, parsley, and lavender. Well, that is quite the cheese. Let's give it a taste. And we'll give it a little cut off the tip, as they say. And, oh, I certainly get the aroma, the garlic and herbaceous aroma from this cheese. It has a very, you can see the rind. It's got the very nice, like, marbly, kind of like speckled rind of all the herbs. And I think I'll clean my palate with a bit of the Chardonnay. There's a crisp Chardonnay. It's not too buttery. It's kind of acidic. It's bright. It's kind of fruity. Green apple notes. Yeah. Oh, that's good with that cheese. So I'm tasting this with the second cheese. I had the Port Salut. Ooh, that goes good together. Ooh, that's phenomenal. Okay, nice combo. Now we'll try this herbaceous cheese. Okay, so very, very, very interesting. It smells like, I smell like garlic, rosemary. Boy, we are batting 1,000. This is amazing. Sartori Bellavitano Garlic Herb. That is a wonderful cheese. Not too firm. It's got a little bite, but really nice. It tastes kind of like a very seasoned, kind of like a sharp cheddar, like a seasoned sharp cheddar. But the herb notes are phenomenal. So, wow. Sartori Bellavitano Garlic Herb. Now we're going to try a Merlo Bellavitano, the Italian Bellavitano. Merlot wine Bellavitano combines the fruitiness of well-aged parm and the smooth nuttiness of cheddar. In the Italian tradition of ubianco, or drunken cheese, the wheels are soaked in Merlot. Thanks to the wine, look for flavors of berry and plum that complement the dense, buttery cheese, obviously made for eating with red wine of all kinds. But we stay to the theme and go. But we say stay to the theme and go Merlot. Let's try the Bellavitano Merlot. Oh, and this one is $17.99 per pound at Ralph's in El Segundo. So again, this piece is a nice kind of a reddish purple, like a purplish reddish rind. Smells kind of like a delicious cheddar. Ooh. Let's taste. Oh, every single cheese is just incredible. Let me try this with a cracker. Piece of cheese on a cracker and a bit of red wine to go with it. And that is delicious. That tastes like a sharp aged cheddar with like a little bit of a bite on the end. That kind of that red wine, kind of you can feel it in your teeth. Boy, these cheeses are absolutely magical. Merlot Bellavitano. What an incredible Italian cheese. I've never had a Bellavitano, and now I love them. And now we're going to try the Bourbon Bellavitano, Bourbon Bellavitano, $17.99 per pound as well. Bourbon whiskey worked with Sartori cheese to create this brand new custom-made cheese. Sartori takes everyone's favorite Bellavitano cheese, washes it in Kentucky bourbon, then ages it for 5 months. The bourbon imparts smoky and caramelly notes to the creamy and savory Bellavitano, creating a unique flavor for this exclusive treat. Dear friends, let's try this out. And again, shout out to Murray's cheeses. These are phenomenal. Okay, let's see how this compares to the herbaceous, the first one, the garlic herb, and then the red wine. Let's try this out. This cheese is also delicious. Now, I do not taste any bourbon. However, this reminds me of like a sharp yet buttery, nutty cheddar. This tastes like a really good cheddar. Yeah, it has that, like that nutty, sharp flavor. Absolutely phenomenal. Out of the 3 Bellavitanos, I have no idea which one is the best. They're all delicious. The garlic herb, if you like that herbaceous, garlic, that's one, but it's also delicious. The Merlot, probably my favorite, the sharpest. I like that really acidic bite in this cheese. But this one, the Bourbon Bellavitano, is, I would say, like almost the smoothest, most traditional. Delicious. Very, very, very tasty cheese here. Yeah, and the Saint André, boy, this triple cream, what an absolute delight. Okay, we have a couple more on this side, and then we're going to go into the blues. So next, let's try this. This is known as Beechers Flagship Cheddar, and it is aged for 15 months, so long time. Well over a year and 3 months. And this is $18.99 per pound. This should be a very gorgeous cheddar cheese, and let's try it out. Little slice off the corner, darling. Little slice off the corner. And let's try a 15-month aged cheddar. I love aged cheddar cheese. In fact, I'm going to do this with a Triscuit because I love Triscuits. Let's try this. Let's try it by itself first. A warm cheddar. How do I describe this flavor? It's again, it's quite sharp. You can feel it in your teeth. It has like a buttery note. It's not as sharp as I thought it would be. It's creamier than I thought it would be. It's not as crumbly as I thought it would be. It's like a delicious, creamier aged cheddar. It's absolutely phenomenal. Would absolutely recommend Beechers Flagship Cheddar. I would say probably not as exciting as the first 5. Not quite as exciting as the first 5, but sometimes that's what you want. You want just a very palatable, you could put this cheese out on any cheese plate and it's not going to overpower or like dominate. Like these can kind of dominate, especially the Bellavitano Garlic Herb can kind of dominate. Next, we have Cellars at Jasper Hill, Cabot Clothbound Cheddar. Says, we admit it, we are picky about this English-inspired cloth-bound cheddar made by Cabot and aged in the cellar at Jasper Hill, hand-selected for flavor, balance, and sharpness, slight nuttiness, and caramelly sweetness. Does not say how old, but this is at $26.99 per pound. A bit more on the pricey side. Let's try firmer, very firm. This is more what I think of as a cheddar. It's like a much firmer cheese. And let's try the Cellars at Jasper Hill Clothbound Cabot Cheddar. Ooh, very nutty. Okay. Much more of a classical cheddar flavor than the first. Yeah, this tastes like a very good aged cheddar. Not as sharp as the Beechers. Smoother. More, you get notes of that like cheddar creamy nuttiness that's like more traditional, like a normal cheddar cheese. But wonderful. I bet this will go really good with Chardonnay. The acidity of the Chardonnay with that cheese, with that cheddar, delicious. I'm building a cheese pile. And now we're going to try some goat cheeses. 2 goat cheeses. Let us first try the smoking goat. Great name. The smoking goat. Got a little bit off the tip. Ooh, it's, oh, okay. Kind of a sweet smell. Let's try it. Smoking goat. Ooh, a little bit of smokiness in there. That is so different. Good. I need some wine. That was fascinating. Red wine was the wrong answer. That clashed. Let me try the Chardonnay. That does not go with red wine. That was a mistake. Let's try the Chardonnay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Do not pair this cheese with red wine. That was an absolute mistake. This cheese goes very well with like a kind of like a fruity, acidic white, like a nice Chardonnay, kind of an appley, crisp Chardonnay. Much better with this cheese. The flavor I would describe as, okay, hear me out. It smells more like Munster, even though it's a goat cheese. I don't know if that makes any sense. It smells more like a Munster cheese. It's okay. It's good. Definitely pairs with the white wine. It's okay. Not my favorite. I probably wouldn't get this one again. Smoking goat. Okay. It's okay for me, personally, my palate. Let's try the Cypress goat cheddar. Cypress goat cheddar at, this is one of the most expensive cheeses. $30 a pound, $29.99 a pound. Let's try this out. What does this cheese taste like? This smells better already to me. And let's try it. Once again, it's good. I would not say it's my favorite goat cheese. I tend to like the goat cheeses that are a little like, I don't know, like more tart. I don't know how to describe that, like more puckery. They kind of make your mouth pucker a little more. Like, I like that. And this is smooth. It is like a goat cheese blended with cheddar. Again, white wine pairing for sure. Yeah, I don't think this will go with red wine. Hang on. Does this go with red? The first goat cheese did not. Does this one go with red? Weird. Okay. This goat cheese does go better with the red. I would say you can go either red or white. The smoking goat, do not go red. This one I would say you can go either way. It's okay. I probably wouldn't get this one again. It's good. It's very good cheese. It's like, I would say it's kind of balanced. It's not too sharp. It's kind of get that goat cheese flavor in the back, but it's also kind of that familiar cheddarness to it. I wouldn't say, for me personally, it's not worth the price. I have to place this caveat as well, my friends. Look, my palate leans incredibly. I like spicy, salt, vinegar, okay? My personal favorite palate flavors are bold, aggressive, and punch you in the face spices. Like I said, I like acid. I like lime. I like acid. I like vinegar. That's where my palate goes. This cheese is kind of mild. It's fine. I don't think it's worth $30 a pound. It's fine. The smoking goat, I would say, again, not so much. But on this plate, everything else has been phenomenal. The cloth cheddar, amazing. The Merlot Bellavitano. Oh boy, this one. Yeah, one more bite of this. This one is just. Love the Merlot Bellavitano. While I love goat cheese, I would probably pass on these goat cheeses and just get like one of the goat cheeses with like that has cranberry or blueberry. One of the you know those goat cheeses I'm talking about. I'd say those are tastier for me personally, and they're not nearly as expensive. So I would go with more traditional goat cheese with a fruit like a cranberry or a blueberry. But these other cheeses, oh baby. But now we go to this plate over here, which is the blues, and we're gonna start cheap and we're gonna go expensive. Okay, now we have priced low to high. Treasure Cave Gorgonzola, Murray Stilton, Roquefort, St. Agar, and Humboldt Fog. We'll start with the cave-aged Gorgonzola. Treasure Cave Gorgonzola. I think Treasure Cave is pretty common. It's not a cheese that's gonna like knock anybody's socks out. It has decent marbling, okay squish, not super creamy, medium firmness. Here, I'll give you a close up of the marbling. Let's try it. Let's try a little bit off the corner here. This is going to be one of the best bites because it's toward the center, so this is going to be one of the sharpest bites of the blue. This piece, okay. The smell. It smells good. It smells very. It smells like a Roquefort, you know, or gorgonzola. What is this? It smells like a gorgonzola. It's good. It smells good. It's a very good blue cheese. It's medium sharpness. It's a medium sharp. It's kind of like a medium everything, isn't it? It's like middle of the price. It's medium creaminess, medium sharpness. Let me try it on a cracker with some red wine and see how that goes. It's a very non-offensive blue cheese. If you enjoy blue cheese, you'll absolutely enjoy this. You know, it's just kind of in the middle. It's not. It's good. You know, I mean, like 6 out of 10 stars. You know what I'm saying? 6 out of 10 stars. Very good cheese though. Maybe 7. Now we go to the Stilton. Now this Stilton, we jump up. Now this one was only $10 a pound. This is more than double. This is $23 a pound. An English cheese, fudgy, buttery crumble with a mineral tang. Borrow from the Brits' very sensible traditions and serve with port and pears. Ooh, well, I don't have any port with me. So port is kind of like a sweet, so I'm going to try this with a white wine and see how this tastes. This Murray is Stilton. That's nice. Very nice vein, very nice marbling. Texture, a little about the same as the first. Definitely has more funk. This is bringing the funk. If you like blue cheeses, it's good. This is a nice Stilton. This has got that nice hit you in the back of the tongue. Yeah, it has that sharpness, that vinegary acidness that a good blue cheese has, that bite. Let me try it with some red. Nope, not the red wine. Let's try the white. Yes, okay. The problem with that red is it's too sweet. This cheese needs something that's has more like bite to it, more acid, more sharpness, less sweetness. Actually, the Chardonnay is better. Interesting. I would say between these two, they're good. It's not my favorite Stilton. It has a funk to it, which I find okay. Good. The Stilton is good. Let's move on to the Roquefort. See how spongy that is? It's like super soft. I'm excited about this. I love Roquefort. And this one is $25 a pound, $24.99. Let's see, what does it say? It is a... Oh, okay, this is from southern France. Arguably the world's greatest blue. Heavenly flavor, reminiscence of the cavern air where the cheese ripens over 3 months of aging. Deep and perfectly balanced, big creamy chunks of paste dissolve on the palate like sharp, soothing, milky lozenges, paired with sauternes. Okay, this cheese is definitely way softer than the previous. Oh, yeah. That's the funk I like. Good God. Oh, I'm gonna like this. Mamma mia. Or I should say, mon Dieu. This is French. Oh yeah. This Roquefort is phenomenal. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. This Roquefort on a Triscuit. Oh. I love this cheese. Wow. 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 I love this cheese. That is everything I want in a blue. It is creamy. It is rich. It tastes musty. It's got that cave, like that. You can feel it back here. This is a great cheese. Oh, I love Roquefort. You have a sip of the wine. Oh, delicious. How's it with the red? Yeah, it's the wrong red wine. I needed like a cab or a Barolo. I needed something like dry. Coduron. I needed something the California blend is too sweet for this cheese. It goes good with the Chardonnay though. Boy, that Roquefort. Mwah. Magique. Now we go to the Saint Agar, and this is $28 a pound. It's the same as the Roquefort. No, Roquefort's 25. This one's 28. And this is a mild blue veining throughout, cuts richness with a subtle spiciness. Enjoy with a baguette with walnuts, pears, and fruity wine. So this should go very good with the Chardonnay. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, so this one is even creamier and spongier. If you can see how creamy this is. This is look at the marbling on that. Ooh, very, very marbled. I'm excited about this one too. That last Roquefort was fire. Let's try our new friend, Mr. Saint Agar. Saint Agar. Let's try. Oh, interesting. Doesn't have the funk of the previous cheese. This one is super creamy, a little salty, sharp spice note at the end. But very, this is a very creamy cheese. We try it on a bit of a Triscuit. Not Triscuit, excuse me, a wheat thin. Something gentle. Definitely beautifully sharp. Beautifully creamy, not as in your face as the Roquefort, but it has like a walnut, and then a spice at the very end. It's like a salty, spicy walnut vibe. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, Saint Agar. And now the most expensive, the Humboldt Fog. This is also a goat milk, an American original. A layer of vegetable ash recalls Pacific mists rolling over Humboldt County's pastures and separates the light and citrusy, cake-like layers of this now classic goat. Well, let's try this funky goat. Canal and funky goat bring us home to happiness. Let's see, all creamy, very nice and creamy. Interesting. Let me show you up close. So you can see it has like that kind of blue vein going through the middle of it. And it's nice and soft and kind of creamy, spongy. Not as creamy as the previous two, but let's try this out. Daddy like. Okay. I like this cheese. It's got that nice goatiness. I don't know what that goat flavor is, but that's good. It's creamy. It's, boy, that is a good cheese. It's well, this is by far my favorite of the goat cheeses. The Humboldt Fog versus the the smoking goat. Okay. This Humboldt Fog though. Oh, this is phenomenal. It's rich, it's creamy, it's got that goat cheese essence that I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's kind of earthy, it's almost gamey. Boy, that's a good goat cheese, man. It's certainly delicious. I'm sure it's gonna pair great with the white again, probably. It's definitely good with the white. How is it with the red? Weird. Okay, now this goat cheese pairs with the red. I don't know why. There's something about the fruitiness of this particular red goes good with this particular goat cheese. Boy, well, this has been quite the tasting. I have gone on a smorgasbord. If I had to rate my absolute favorite cheeses, out of the blue category, Roquefort wins. Roquefort here is the king. This French Roquefort is absolutely magical. I'd say the Saint Agar is second place. Amazing, smooth, creamy. Not as in your face, not quite the punch of the Roquefort, but very good cheese. The Stilton is interesting. The Stilton just has kind of there's a funk in it. It's not unpleasant necessarily. I just didn't think it had quite the amount of flavor as these two. And, look, for a cheaper cheese, $10 a pound, the Treasure Cave Gorgonzola, it's not bad. Is it a Roquefort? No, but it's less than half the cost. And it's gonna go great in salad. It's gonna go great on on a burger. This is gonna go great on a burger. This is gonna go great in a salad, things like that. But still even delicious eating on a cracker. Out of the goat cheeses, this is definitely my favorite goat cheese. The one with the marbling, the Humboldt Fog. The flagship cheddar, great cheese. The Beechers Flagship Cheddar, great cheddar cheese. But the ones that really shocked me today were these Bellavitano. The Merlo Bellavitano, holy crap, delicious. The Bourbon Bellavitano, if you don't like quite as much bite, if you want a little more butteriness to it, or you want a little smoother cheese, the Bourbon Bellavitano. And then if you really like those herbaceous cheeses, you cannot go wrong with Sartori Garlic Herb. Really wonderful, but it's just got a strong rosemary garlic flavor. If you like that rosemary garlic punch, great cheese. The creamy cheeses, the triple creams, oh my goodness gracious, both were fire. The Port Salut, oh, what a wonderfully balanced cheese. And starting us off, the Saint André, absolute brie killer. I don't know if that's a brie. I don't know exactly how you define it. That triple cream, man, skip the brie, go to the Saint André, and your friends at your party will thank you. for most of these cheeses, I think the white wine paired better than the red. It'd be interesting to try them again with a really dry red wine, an Amarone, a Barolo, even a Cab. A good, like, Oregon Cab might be better with some of these cheeses. But anyway, that is a tour of cheeses. And now I'm gonna go share some of these with my wife. Let me know what your favorite cheeses are in the comments below, and a huge shout out to Murray's Cheeses. They're not sponsoring this at all, but it's Murray's Cheese, Murray. I'll leave a link in the description below, murrayscheese.com, so you can see what cheeses I've had, and you can order them yourself. And a shout out to the Ralphs and El Segundo for having an amazing cheese selection. All right, everybody. Sweet, cheesy dreams. Bye.